Hello, Mataji, you're watching Northeast Express on HornbillTV. Thousands of people gathered at the Guwahati's Lachit Ghat on Sunday to witness a spectacular air show organized by the Indian Air Force (IAF). The event marked the IAF's 93rd anniversary celebrations and the first ever Air Force Day to be hosted in Assam, showcasing the growing strategic and cultural significance of the Northeast region. The grand display featured over 150 aircraft, including the Rafale, Sukhoi and MiG fighter jets, performing breathtaking maneuvers over the Brahmaputra River. The IAF organized the flying displays from November 5 to 9, 2025 along both the northern and southern banks of the river. The air show brought together families, students and aviation enthusiasts, creating an unforgettable spectacle in the skies above Guwahati.
No, it's been a real honor to have this air show in this part of the country. We have been trying to come to the Northeast for quite some time, 2-3 years we tried. So just for this, we even changed our time from October to November, so that we could have this show here. And I'm really amazed at the kind of response that we've got. Full support from the administration and the way people have come today, because we'll come to the count tomorrow when people administration tells us how many people. But it was such a great show that everybody supported. Thank you all for supporting us. And Northeast is not a remote place anymore. It's very much connected. We always had various display teams coming to Northeast and continuing. And this is the first time we've had an Air Force Day celebration in Northeast. That after a long time, ever since we moved out. So this is the fourth in a row that we are having outside Delhi. So I'm sure every now and then we'll keep coming back to Northeast also. This day is not to discuss these developments. We are here to celebrate Air Force Day. So I'll restrict myself to that. These exercises are all a regular thing. It's not that anything is happening for any specific purpose. Okay.
So what is the message to youth of Northeast India? What is the message?
I would like to encourage the youth of Northeast also to come, join the forces, do something for the nation, do something in aviation sector, because we need the youth to come up from entire country. Okay, thank you very much for your support.
I am so happy that Air Force selected Guwahati for observing the annual celebration. And Guwahati has never seen this kind of spectacular presentation. I am grateful.
How it will motivate the
I mean, it will motivate our youngsters to join in Air Force.
Congratulations to all Indian citizens, and especially to all the air warriors on a very successful completion of the flying display on the eve of 93rd anniversary of the Indian Air Force. And we have chosen Northeast as the region because we have a very large representation of people from this region, and it's a gesture on part of Indian Air Force to connect with the people of Northeast. And for Northeast, Guwahati is the gateway. और इसीलिए हम सब ने मिलके ये जो निर्णय लिया कि गुवाहाटी में हमें वायुसेना का प्रदर्शन करना चाहिए, और इससे हमारा कनेक्शन भी बनेगा ईस्ट के लिए। और हम चाहते हैं कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बच्चे, लड़के लड़कियां, कॉलेज स्टूडेंट्स भारतीय वायु सेना में सम्मिलित हों और हमारी जो बहुत ही बढ़िया सर्विस है उसका भाग बने।
इससे पहले भी देखा, अच्छा लगा पहले वाला। मैंने बेंगलोर में देखा था वो।
मुझे तो अच्छा लगा, बहुत अच्छा लगा मुझे। मैं पहले भी बेंगलोर में एयर शो ऐसा जैसा देख चुका हूँ, मगर इससे ज़्यादा हो रहा था। एरोप्लेन्स मतलब एयरक्राफ्ट इससे ज़्यादा हो रहा था, उसमें भी मुझे अच्छा लगा।
बहुत अच्छा लगा। मैं मंगोलिया से आई हूँ, मैं सुबह आई हूँ। ये मेरा फर्स्ट टाइम है, मैंने फर्स्ट टाइम देखा ये, तो बहुत अच्छा लगा। प्राउड मोमेंट भी है असम के लिए, क्योंकि ये फर्स्ट टाइम हुआ है असम में, तो बहुत प्राउड मोमेंट है, बहुत अच्छा लगा। बहुत इम्पोर्टेंस है ये, मतलब सबको, मतलब हम लोगों का जो वो है पावर है सबको दिखाना चाहिए कैसा है, तो ये बहुत अच्छा है।
तो हम यहाँ पर एयरफोर्स के 92nd एयरफोर्स डे डिस्प्ले परेड का पार्ट है, और हम वी आर पार्ट ऑफ द टीम विच डिस्प्लेज द प्रोफेशनलिज्म, द स्किल्स and the capabilities of the Indian Air Force. In Sarang display team, we fly advanced light helicopter, which is an indigenously developed helicopters. It's a platform which showcases the current standards of our aviation industry, how far it has reached, and the maneuvers that we do, that showcases the skills and the professionalism of Indian Air Force. At the same time, we also intend to motivate the youngsters of Assam and especially Guwahati, and the response that we are getting from the crowd, it's really humbling, and we are very happy to be performing in front of the people. Air Force के भी लिए भी एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण कार्य है ये, नेशन बिल्डिंग का एक बड़ा हिस्सा है जो कि हम इस डिस्प्लेस के थ्रू अचीव कर पाते हैं। हम जनता के साथ कनेक्ट कर पाते हैं और उन्हें मोटिवेट कर पाते हैं।
The Assam cabinet has approved a bill to prohibit polygamy in the state. Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma announced on Sunday after a cabinet meeting held at the Lok Seva Bhawan in Guwahati. Sarma said the proposed law will make polygamy a punishable offence, carrying a sentence of up to 7 years of imprisonment, along with a provision for compensation to the victim women. However, the Chief Minister clarified that the bill will not apply to the scheduled tribe population and will also not be immediately applicable in the 6 scheduled areas of Assam. He also mentioned that certain exemptions will apply in cases involving minority Muslim residents and scheduled areas prior to 2005 who will remain outside the purview of the law. The Chief Minister further touched upon various ongoing government initiatives, including the scrutiny of arms license applications, which are expected to see the first batch of approvals by February, and measures to regulate land sale permissions across the district. Highlighting demographic trends, Sarma cited census data from 2001 to 2011, noting that while the growth rate of the Hindu population has declined, the Muslim population has shown an increase across several blocks in Assam.
It has adopted a bill to prohibit polygamy in Assam. Polygamy will lead to 7 years of imprisonment, and there is a provision to compensate the victim women also in the bill itself. However, this will not apply to the scheduled tribe population of the state, and it will also not immediately apply in the 6 scheduled areas of the state of Assam. It will apply to everybody except tribal. Except the tribal people, it will apply to everybody. But if in the 6 scheduled area, if a minority Muslim has been there prior to 2005, then they will be exempt. There are a lot of application has come, so we are now scrutinizing the application, and we will give first batch of license by February. There is already scrutiny is going on. So first batch of arms license under the scheme we will give in the month of February. However, we will be very selective. It is not that we are going to give it to everybody. I have a data of growth of Hindu and Muslim population between 2001 and 2011. You will see that everywhere the growth of Hindu population is coming down and Muslim population is increasing in every blocks of Assam. We have also started scrutinizing the land sale permission. मैंने 8 सभा किया, पार्टी ने और सभा करने के लिए बोला था, लेकिन पहले ही ये एयर शो फिक्स था और निर्मला सीतारमण जी का भी विजिट फिक्स था। तो मैं नॉर्मली जितना करता हूं मैं कर नहीं पाया। जहां जहां मैं किया हूं रेस्पॉन्स तो अच्छा है, लेकिन बिहार का बारे में इसका एग्जिट पोल क्या है क्या नहीं है मैं बहुत ज्यादा ध्यान नहीं दिया, इसलिए आसाम में एक का ऊपर एक हमारा एक्टिविटी चल ही रहा है। लेकिन पार्टी का ये मानना है कि इस बार बहुत अच्छा परिणाम आने वाला है एंड पार्टी को लगता है कि इस बार बहुत अच्छा माहौल है। और आपको ये भी मालूम है कि बिहार में अभी सबसे जो लोग प्रिय स्कीम जो है वो भी स्कीम आसाम से ही दिया है, जो स्कीम का बारे में पूरा देश भर में चर्चा है। ये स्कीम तो आसाम से ही शुरू किया था। तो ये भी अभी जो लाडली बहना हो या जो बिहार का स्कीम हो, ये सारे स्कीम हमारा ही अधिकारी जाके प्रेजेंट करके हम लोगों ने दिखाया था। ये तो स्कीम के लिए मैं खुद ही प्रेजेंट किया था बिहार का अधिकारी गण को। तो कहीं ना कहीं Assam is seen everywhere.
Major administrative blunder rocked the Manipur Civil Service Combined Competitive Examination 2022 today after a question paper mix-up forced the Manipur Public Service Commission to cancel both General Studies Paper 3 and Paper 4. According to reports, candidates at both the Imphal and Guwahati examination centres were mistakenly issued the question paper of General Studies Paper 4 during the morning session instead of the scheduled Paper 3. The error was detected within minutes of the examination's commencement, leading to chaos and confusion among candidates. Following the incident, the MPSC immediately announced the cancellation of the GS3 and GS4 papers, stating that fresh dates of the two cancelled exams would be notified by this evening. The MCS Mains Examination 2022 forms a critical phase in Manipur's most competitive civil service recruitment process, with the tests being conducted simultaneously at Imphal and Guwahati. The abrupt cancellation after months of preparation has deeply frustrated candidates. Several aspirants have called on the Commission to fix accountability, ensure greater transparency and adopt stricter measures to prevent similar administrative lapses in the future. Further updates from the MPSC on the rescheduled dates are awaited. Another successful operation by Qatar police against drug based on secret information. Qatar police and the 38th Battalion Assam Rifles conducted a joint operation in Srigona. They succeeded in arresting a person named Rahul Amin, a resident of Silchas Panchayat Road in the Tenkuri bypass area. Approximately 20,000 Yaba tablets were recovered from his possession, the market value of which is said to be around 6 crore rupees by Qatar District's Additional Superintendent of Police, Qatar Subrata Sen, a short while back.
ড্ৰাগছৰ বিৰুদ্ধে কাছাৰ পুলিচে এক বৃহৎ সফলতা অৰ্জন কৰিছে। যোৱাকালি আমি এক বিশেষ সূত্ৰে গম পাইছিলোঁ যে এজন ড্ৰাগছ সৰবৰাহকাৰী, তাৰ নাম আছিল ৰাহুল আমিন, তেখেতে বুজন পৰিমাণৰ ড্ৰাগছ তেওঁ কঢ়িয়াই লৈ অহাৰ কথা আছিলে আৰু সেই অনুযায়ী আমি এক অভিযান আৰম্ভ কৰিছিলোঁ। আৰু এই অভিযান কালত শিলচৰ সংযোগী যিটো বাইপাছ, সেই বাইপাছৰ য'ত চিংগাৰী পইণ্ট বুলি কোৱা হয়, সেই চিংগাৰী পইণ্টত তাত আমি ৰুহুল আমিনক তাত আমি চাৰ্চ কৰিছিলোঁ। তেখেতে সিপিনেদি গৈ আছিলে, তেখেতক আমি চাৰ্চ কৰিছিলোঁ আৰু তেওঁৰ পজিশ্যনৰ পৰা এটাকৈ মোবাইল ফোন আৰু 20,000 ইয়াবা টেবলেট আমি জব্দ কৰিবলৈ সক্ষম হৈছিলোঁ। ইতিমধ্যে তেওঁৰ বিৰুদ্ধে গোচৰ ৰুজু কৰা হৈছে আৰু তদন্ত আৰম্ভ হৈছে। 20,000 ইয়াবা টেবলেটৰ বজাৰ মূল্য প্ৰায় 6 কোটি টকা হ'ব। জাষ্ট এতিয়া প্ৰাৰম্ভিক ষ্টেজত আছে। এতিয়া
যেটো আমাৰ তদন্ত আছে প্ৰাৰম্ভিক ষ্টেজত আছে এইটো এতিয়াও আমি ক'ব পৰা অৱস্থাত নাই যে ইয়াত লগত আৰু কোন কোন জড়িত হৈ আছে নিশ্চয়কৈ আমাৰ তদন্ত যিমান আগবাঢ়ি থাকিব আমি ইয়াৰ সবিশেষ জানিবলৈ সক্ষম হ'ম
Leader of opposition in the Assam Assembly, Debrata Saikia, on Monday slammed the BJP-led state government for approving the bill to ban polygamy, describing it as a politically driven move intended to create an illusion of national unity. He also pointed out that exempting tribal and Sikh scheduled areas from the purview of the bill exposes the contradiction in the BJP's assertion of fostering national unity.
The BJP wants to show a picture that they have been able to unite India, and the Uniform Civil Code was rightly put in directive principles of state policy. When there will be consensus among all sections of the people, then only we will move for Uniform Civil Code law. However, the BJP wanted to show that they have been able to unite India and all, and now whatever bill they bring, there is a clause that it will not be applicable all over India, it will not be applicable to tribal area, it will be not applicable to Sikh scheduled area. That type of narrative do not make you a united India. That is why the Congress at that time taking up the constitution rightly said that when there is consensus we will move for something. But BJP wants to show the people of India that what Congress could not achieve in 75 years they will do in 5 years, and that is a great mistake which they have been doing time and again.
A 17-year-old girl from Sabrum in South Tripura district who had gone missing for nearly 3 weeks was rescued from Nepal and reunited with her family on Sunday following a joint operation by Tripura and Assam police. Police said that the girl is a resident of Sadar Singh Para, has eloped with a man identified as Krishna Thakur of Himachal Pradesh, whom she met on social media. The accused allegedly lured her with the promise of marriage and took her to Nepal via Bengal, Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. Superintendent of Police Moria Krishna C said that the accused was detained in Assam's Kokrajhar district while the girl was rescued from Nepal with the help from the accused's step-family. The victim's father thanked the police for their efforts, saying his daughter was safely brought home after 20 days of distress. Police have registered a case of abduction.
আমার মেয়ে আজকে 20 দিনের মাথা আজকে যে সাবরুম থানা এসডিও সাহেব আর ওসি সাহেব আর আয়ু অনুযায়ী আজকে এই কাজটা কইরা আমার মেয়ে খুব সাফল্য হয়ে গেছে পাওয়ার জন্য আমি উনাকে অনেক ধন্যবাদ জানাই। কোন জায়গা থেকে হয়েছে? এটি নেপাল থেকে উদ্ধার করছে। কতদিন যাবত আজকে প্রায় 20 দিনে। সাবরুমে কোনখানে থাকতো? সাবরুমে দীপঙ্কর চক্রবর্তী বাড়িতে থাকতো। আর উনি যাওয়ার পথে মানে নিখোঁজ হওয়া যাওয়ার পথে আমরা সাবরুম থানায় একটা নিখোঁজদারি করলাম, মানে ডায়েরি করলাম। তখন আমরা সাবরুম এসডিপি সাহেব ওসি সাহেব উনি বলছে ঠিক আছে আমরা স্টেটমেন্ট নিব, আমরা যত সম্ভব তাড়াতাড়ি আমরা ওই যে ব্যবস্থা নিব।
যে নিয়ে মানে এটা কি অপহরণ করে নিয়ে গেছেন নাকি নিখোঁজ হয়েছে?
এটি আমার মতে এটি নিজের মানে অপহরণ হিসেবে নিয়ে গেছে।
Assam will begin issuing the first batch of firearms licenses to indigenous people living in its vulnerable and remote areas from February. Announcing this, Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma said this will strengthen the sense of security among local residents in areas such as Dhubri, Morigao, Barbeta, Nagao and South Salmara, Makanchar, Rupai, Ding and Danaya. CM also stated that the government has received a lot of applications for firearms licenses, but it is being issued very selectively. Earlier in May, the state cabinet made the decision to allow firearm license for residents of vulnerable and remote regions. Sarma also claimed that Assam is undergoing an economic shift, which sections of the Muslim population becoming more prosperous. Citing data from 2001 to 11, Sarma stated that the Hindu population growth rate is declining while the Muslim population is increasing across every block in the state.
I mean, I have a data of growth of Hindu and Muslim population between 2001 and 2011, you will see that everywhere the growth of Hindu population is coming down and Muslim population is increasing in every blocks of Assam. We have also started scrutinizing the land sale permission. তাতে আমি দেখা পাইছো যে হিন্দুৱে মুছলমানক বিক্ৰী কৰা মাটিৰ পৰিমাণ বহুত বেছি আৰু মুছলমানৰ পৰা হিন্দুৱে কিনা বহুত কম ইভেন তিনসুকিয়াৰ দৰে জিলাত হিন্দুৱে মুছলমানক বিক্ৰী কৰা মাটিৰ সংখ্যা বেছি আৰু মুছলমানে হিন্দুক মাটি বিক্ৰী কৰা সংখ্যা বহুত কম তাৰ পৰা বুজা যায় আৰু এই মুছলিমৰ ভিতৰত বহুতখিনি অসমীয়া মুছলিম আছে খিলঞ্জিয়া মুছলিম আছে তাত আমাৰ একো আপত্তি নাই কিন্তু জেনাৰেলি যদি আপুনি চাব যায় তেতিয়াহলে দা ডেমোগ্ৰাফি যেটো চেঞ্জ হৈছে চেঞ্জটো অকল পপুলেশ্যনত হোৱা নাই ৱেলথতো হৈ আছে ইমান দিনে আমি ভাবি আছিলো যে নাম্বাৰছত হৈছে কিন্তু এতিয়া যেটো দেখা গৈছে অকল সংখ্যাত হোৱা নাই সম্পদতো হৈছে তাৰ বিষয়ে মোৰ এটা প্ৰেছ কনফাৰেন্স মই কেতিয়াবা কৰিম সংখ্যা আৰু সম্পদ দুইটাত হৈছে সংখ্যাত হোৱাটো কেতিয়াবা আপুনি মানি ল'ব পাৰে কিন্তু সম্পদত হোৱাটোৱে ই পুৰা এটা ডিষ্ট্ৰাকচনৰ সিগনেল কৰে আগতে আমি গম নাপাইছিলো এতিয়া যেটো ষ্টেট গভৰ্ণমেণ্টৰ পাৰমিশন লাগে গতিকে ডেটা বিলাক আমাৰ লগত আহি যায় আৰু মইতো দেখা পাইছো যে ডেমোগ্ৰাফি চেঞ্জেছ অকল সংখ্যাত হোৱা নাই আমাৰ অৰ্থনৈতিক সম্পদৰ ক্ষেত্ৰতো দ্ৰুত গতিত হৈছে মানে এক প্ৰকাৰ ক'ব গলে আমাৰ অসমীয়া মানুহৰ আত্মসমৰ্পণৰ অধ্যায় এটা ইতিমধ্যে আৰম্ভ হৈছে যেনেকৈ আপোনালোকৰ এটা প্ৰেছতে চাব তেওঁলোকৰ এটা WhatsApp গ্ৰুপ বেলেগ
That's all we have for now. Keep watching HornbillTV.